Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Sammy Flex reporting from London. Anytime we touch base here in London, you have to change the accent a little bit. I'm waiting for when Roland will come to London and he will start feeling the accent. The accent that GH Kwaku has been running away from all this while. Anyways, this is Showbiz Daily coming to you in a different format today. Whilst I am repping from London, I know my people are also in Ghana in the studios of Sammy Flex TV, and we are sure going to do it. So, aftermath of the independence, how is Ghana like? You guys are there, Chemo. How is Ghana like?
Yeah, it's cool. After I think the social media thing, like we were saying, so far so good. I think Ghanaians really celebrated when it comes to the pictures. I think we had a very nice pictures, especially coming from the ladies. After the show, I went through some of the pictures and I think they are lovely. I mean, some people were creative. People were doing things. I mean, I remember this one lady, the Fantana one. I think it was really nice. Yeah, it was nice. Yeah.
So far looks like the Fantana video seems to be leading all the ones we've seen around, innit?
Yeah. I think she was creative about it. The way that she did it. It was very creative.
How creative? Shaking of the ass or what? What was
Oh, she turned. It's a 360 kind of creativity.
So how she was shaking things made it creative, I guess.
Yeah, where the Ghana position was in her attire, the flag, the way that she was using the flag and all those things, I think it was nice. I mean,
I get it. I understand. Now I get Chemo's position. Chemo was enjoying the backside, and that's fine. Ru, how about you? You were at the airport. You saw how many people were still going out of town.
Yeah. And even after the airport, I stepped into town a bit. Yes, I was at some 2927. So they also had some one or two in terms of independence celebration. They were having an event, a comedy event. So for the euphoria, of course, it was the usual one. But just like we said in the previous edition, that the euphoria is down. That one you can feel it. Funny enough, aside the optics, the photo shoots and the stuff that we saw from our space, most of the activities concerning independence were all for me personally. Much of what I have seen about Ghana's independence has to be the one in the UK. Looks like the people in the UK have hijacked the celebration more than that of Ghanaians living in Ghana. That is what I observed from last night to this morning. When it comes to, apart from the traditional part of our community, the ones that exhibit the most of the traditional stuff as far as Ghana's culture is concerned, when it comes to the Gen Z celebration or the entertainment celebration kind of, most of the ones that I have seen online were all coming from the diaspora, the people in the UK and some part of the US and stuff. And for me, I think so far we've done very well in trumpeting our independence and its celebration outside. So far, I must say that the past years that we've been doing the Year of Return and stuff has been very helpful, because yes, now we are seeing a good reception of our independence and its celebration even outside. And it is a good sign if we are able to hold it up here and we don't kill it. Now that the euphoria is going down here, if we don't up our game, then it will be like, okay, now even our independence celebrations, if we want to dash it to some people, that is how it is going to look like. So yes, these are my few observations that I had from yesterday till today in terms of the independence celebration in Ghana.
Well, that's fine. Let me also give you some reports from our trip. Of course, some of the artists for the performance of the Independence concert, some of them came yesterday. That is Olive the Boy, as well as R2Bs. They came yesterday and today. We also arrived with King Paluta. It was a smooth journey. My first time arriving at Gatwick Airport. It was smooth. What was funny was that when we got to immigration, the guy who was checking us in was my mate at
Hey.
that secondary school.
Interesting.
It was so beautiful. When he saw me, wow, Sammy Flex, and the way he was shouting, and we were about, I think about 8 or so. He had to get all of us, and he checked us in, so there wasn't stress for any of the guys we were working with.
Edino.
No,
Yeah.
Charlie, no, it was a cool feeling. And we came out meeting our Lordia and the guys who also came to pick us. I want to believe you guys have seen videos already.
Yeah.
And so far, so good. Everybody is geared up. I think later today or tomorrow, they'll be going for sound check. And after sound check, it means that we will be set for tomorrow's activities. But whilst I'm here, I have been nosing around. I've been yes, I've been talking to people about what is happening. The two shows, how far they are going, and obviously, I think Team Stonebwoy, they are not doing bad with entering places. They are going here and there. And again, I'm also hearing that Stonebwoy is doing something right. Let me put it like that. He's doing something right in the sense that he has been calling the people involved in all these altercations and the hula baloo around, telling them that, oh, he's not into any issues with anybody. He doesn't want to have any clashes with anybody. I don't want to put out names of people he has called, but when I say he's been calling people, at least around the industry, the movers and shakers, everyone that I've spoken to, oh, Stone even called me. Oh, Stone even called me. I said that is cool. But then my shocker is the video I want to play to you. So after hearing that, Stonebwoy called this and said, "Oh, I'm not doing this with my guys. Alodia is my guy. Akwaba is my guy." Like he's telling them that there is no issue, there is no beef. In fact, some of the artists, they are even saying Stonebwoy has called them same way.
Okay.
Then, after hearing that, I come across this video. Maybe we can watch this video, and when we come back, I also ask, and I want to believe Roland was telling me earlier that he's even watched the extensive version of the video, and I'm kind of confused. Stonebwoy is telling others that, oh, there is no beef. He's okay with the people. But in this video, he's saying something else, even blaming his team members and all. Well, I don't know what you guys will say about it. But for those who have not seen the video, let's watch it. When we come back, we have further conversations.
The bigger conversation is this. You've got a show on the 8th of March in London. I've just found that out like a week ago. R2Bs has a show on the 8th of March in London.
Yeah. I mean, it's not R2B's fault. Neither is it my fault.
How did that happen?
Me and my brother spoke. Immediately we spoke. And all this contributes to, of course, why Ghana would be lacking behind because of a lot of these things where blames will be shifted here, different classes of people will be pushing different narratives.
Yes.
But meanwhile, the truth is just one. You know what I'm saying? Truth is one.
Yeah.
It's not about my truth or your truth. And it's about what are we doing? What is the purpose? What is the direction that we want to go? And I would clearly want to say on your platform that it's a shame, that it's happening this way, whereby we've tried what we can as my team to, I was just going to even, because we announced early in October.
Well, so this was in an interview with Adesope, and from what I've heard from people, according to what they are saying, Stonebwoy is telling them in this interview, I seem to see a contrast. And Roland, you have also seen the full interview. The other day, you were even telling us about actually saying Stonebwoy called him and that Stonebwoy said he's not fighting with Aquaba and Alodia. Watching this interview and what we are hearing Stonebwoy is trying to do behind the scenes, what do you make of it, though?
Well, for me, I am also equally surprised when I chanced on the interview, because yes, I've listened to some commentaries from others who happens to be very close to Brand Stonebwoy from the beginning of this conversation. I, for one, from the beginning of this whole conversation, expressed huge interest because of so many reasons. I expressed huge interest, of which I was I am very eager to see any angle that this particular topic was going to come from, and that is why I have been following it keenly. So for me, I am also very surprised now hearing these kind of statements coming from Stonebwoy, because I have heard some of these statements from affiliates of Brand Stonebwoy who have given what I think are misinformation. You know, prior to this particular interview, Stonebwoy had never spoken direct to the issue until recently, that he started calling people from the background, or people started confessing that, oh, Stonebwoy has called me, has said A, B, C, D to me, and according to him, he has no issue. Maybe it is some form of propaganda from the media and certain people that gave a different representation of how the issue looked like. To the extent that even on radio, Slim was even trying to defend, to say Stonebwoy never said used the word sabotage in any of his commentaries about this issue. Well, for clarification, the evidence is online. The evidence is online that yes, he was one of the people who started the sabotage agenda around this whole conversation. But then, moving forward, testimonies from people or others that we may see them not to be affiliates suggest that, okay, Stonebwoy is saying he has no problem with the other UK promoters and stuff. Stonebwoy has said on countless occasions that he has no problem. He himself has even come out to do videos, said things and stuff, suggesting that he has no problem with them. Recounted some activities, some bonds that he's had with them. So, looking at this interview, I'm asking myself, okay, is it because, okay, now he feels I have the chance to say what is on my heart? That is why. Or maybe the people that I'm telling them, I don't have any problem with the UK promoters. No, is it because he wants some special favor from them, of which he would want to go that way with them? But of course, with Adesope, he even if he wants something from Adesope is not connected to our industry direct. So whatever he wants from Adesope, he can get it with or without anything that he says, depending on their friendship. But then, so I am getting the feeling, okay, the people that you are telling them, oh, I don't have problem with Chemu, I don't have problem with Alodi, I don't have problem with West Coast, I don't have problem with Dennis, no. What is the motive behind it? Because anybody that watches this particular interview, this particular podcast, and knows the background story to these conversations, will see the sharp contrast here. Would see the direct opposite conversations that one person is trying to have. Because some of the misinformation, for me, coming from affiliates of the brand and not directly from the brand, I trivialize them to say that, okay, perhaps they were just trying to also say certain things to defend their corner, which is understandable. But then, most of the materials that they were using to buttress the argument were not reasonable to me. Most of the materials they were using, and Sally even on her show talked about the fact that you see UK promoters, no, on my show, years they've not been able to fill the O2 arena. This came from Saliman, who happens to be an affiliate of the brand Stonebwoy. Slim also on his podcast mentioned similar conversation, made certain narrations about an incident that happened between Stonebwoy and Dennis at the British High Commission. He talked about so many things, and in fact, Stonebwoy reiterated these conversations in his interview, in his presentation. So I'm asking myself, okay, is he the one that maybe had that discussion with them, of which they also carried it to the market? Because if it is, then it is very unfortunate, because these informations are all like false representation of what the issue actually is. These issues are false representation, because if you want to say Dennis would want to mafia you, as they are trying to put it, because okay, he met you at the British High Commission and he called you. So my own is that most of the things that came from affiliates, of course, because they were not direct from the brand, I trivialized them. But then if you would want to go and say, one of the instances was, you said Dennis wants to mafia you because he called you. He met you at the British High Commission, sent somebody to call you, and you were engaged as at that time, and you were not able to speak to him. That is why he wants to mafia you in that sense. So to me, some of these situations don't make sense. And that is actually what Stonebwoy is also basing on as part of his reasons why he feels he's being sabotaged. And it is very unfortunate, among many others that he reiterated, and also talked about the same example that Sally made. That is the reason why Stonebwoy did not go to give a show to these UK promoters, that they've not been able to fill the O2 arena. For me, I think it is a very lame statement, if you ask me. It is a very lame statement coming from somebody of his caliber. Now that you are also doing events as an artist, you know what goes into some of these conversations, yet you want to tend to make such ignorant statements. Well, it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate this is coming from Stonebwoy. I don't know what that time perhaps now I don't know what it is with Stonebwoy, now that whenever he has the chance to be interviewed, he would want to go that tangent. Most of the things that he's been saying lately do not sit well with me and the conversation that he always wants to have. And to me, I feel very bad for him. I feel very bad for him that one person is having two contrast opinions on the same issue, claiming I have no problem, yet given the opportunity to stamp on the fact that you have no problem, then you go back to talk the same thing your affiliates are propagating. It is unfortunate.
Well, I think there are other people who have also seen this interview of Stonebwoy and Adesope here in London. At least the few people that I've been able to interact with, and same way, they were now like, but we spoke with him and he was of this position. He was saying this, he was saying that. So why this sudden sharp U-turn that he is making it look like on the podcast? Well, I don't know what Chemo has to this though. Chemo, you have also seen the snippets. Not too sure if you've seen the extensive video as well.
Yeah, I've watched the full video from cover to cover, including the advert that Adesope did in that podcast. Yeah, the energy drink, energy god drink, and all those adverts. I watched it. I didn't want to miss anything, so I've watched the full podcast.
So after watching, what do you make of reports that Stonebwoy is calling for peace among the industry folks here in Ghana and elsewhere? He's still spitting fire.
Do you love arts? Look no further. Tetteh Quarshie Art Market is your ultimate destination for the finest handicrafts made in Ghana. From unique designs to authentic Ghanaian artistry, we bring you the best of local craftsmanship. Find us at Tetteh Quarshie Interchange, along George Bush Highway, adjacent to Evergreen Palms and the Talo office. Need more details? Call us today at 0244631771 or 0553209514. Come, explore, and take home a piece of Ghana's creative heritage. Tetteh Quarshie Art Market. Experience art. Celebrate culture.
Yeah, it's surprising to me. I mean, watching it and it is surprising that it is coming out this way because of the recent conversation about the whole thing. That's why it is surprising. But the content it's no surprising. It's the same as those who are speaking for him. The things that they've been saying, the same thing that he said in this interview. So for the content, I'm not really surprised. But I thought that we have passed this stage because of the recent comment even coming from people who were speaking for him. Somebody like DJ Slim not long ago said that, the things that been happening, the things that people are saying is not coming directly from Stonebwoy. In fact, he wants the industry to unite. He wants the industry to do things together, and he is not worried about both shows coming on the same date. So all for us to come back, watch this interview or the podcast, and it is different thing altogether. I've watched it, and all the things that he said in that podcast, DJ Slim has said it, Salman has said it, and even his publicist and manager, Chief Stars, has said it. The same thing, the same line. So I'm surprised that he will go out there and say that, I'm in for the industry. I don't want anybody to feel bad about it and all those things. In fact, he said that he has even spoken to the artists performing on the day, the Alodius show.
I met with the manager of R2Bs, and he told me Stonebwoy has called Payday and Mugi's them, and to them, to the artist. In fact, this is like deep throat source kind of information. The artists would even want to finish their show and even go support him because they don't want that energy around too. That's what I'm saying. Now, in speaking like you don't want this energy, you go on another podcast and you change the energy. I'm a little shocked.
He said almost the same thing that DJ Slim, Saliman, and others are saying, or what they've been talking about. He said it. And again, he gave the impression that maybe Dennis felt disrespected. So Dennis wants to punish him. In fact, he wasn't thinking about Dennis and Alodia doing business, because he repeated the line that Alodia came to Ghana and disrespected him. Alodia told people in Ghana here or on radio that he has no fan base in the UK. So why would Alodia wants to put him on the show? He said that in the interview. Again, he said that Dennis also wasn't happy about the encounter at the British High Commission. So if something like this is happening, he feels that maybe senior man, as he called him in that podcast, wants to show that he's a man in charge and all those things. So he didn't really deviated or went off the script that, or the narrative that we knew already, that DJ Slim and
some of his people have been talking.
were saying. Yes, he did the same thing. He spoke almost all the things that they've been saying. So I'm surprised that he will say that there's nothing wrong here. He is happy that all of them are doing the show. He wants unity, but will go on a podcast and repeat things that even those people are now running away from. Because DJ Slim, in one way or the other, he has shifted a bit about the narrative. The things that he used to say. It's like he is now going back of some of the things that he has said already. But I mean, Stonebwoy, the man himself, is saying that thing again. So for me, it's surprising that we have that two sides of him. But I'm not surprised of the content that he gave, because that content is already out. The people who are speaking for him, they've been saying those things. So I mean, for that one, it's not surprising. The surprising part for me is the fact that at one point he's saying there's no problem. He's happy working with everybody. He wants us to unite. But we'll go on a podcast and say something different. That's the surprising part.
Well, because I'm in London, I think today we will try to exhaust all the London-based topics so that from next week we can zoom into other general issues. One thing that has also come up for conversations that is shocking others will be the fact that Epixode, who has been seen as an ally or a friend to Stonebwoy, is not performing on his platform, but rather is performing on Alodia's platform. Over the past weeks, over the past years rather, we've seen some bromance between Stonebwoy and Epixode. Stonebwoy will do freestyles with Epixode on the stage, and they'll do their jabbing. Stonebwoy will perform, and Epixode will be there. Epixode will write good stuff about Stonebwoy. Stonebwoy will go and sit on platforms and mention Episode's name as one of the baddest dancers. So for the past years, there has been some bromance, and we also know that Epixode and Shatta, for some reasons,
Yes.
they have not been cool.
Yes.
Sometimes you see Epixode throwing jabs at Shatta. Sometimes you see Epixode claiming he did this for Shatta.
About the SM logo.
Yeah, SM logo matters.
Yes.
So, there seems to be issue. So many people were so surprised when they saw Episode's flyer, and Epixode was not performing on Stonebwoy's Up and Running tour, but rather on the independent show. So as fans will do, the fans started hitting him. The fans started calling him sellout. The fans started pointing accusing fingers at him. So his manager, Baby Dapa, has written a piece. And the piece is leading us into thinking of a certain issue. And I would want to read it, and you guys will all bring your minds to this. If really what we are suspecting, or what especially I'm thinking, is anything to go by. So Baby Adradapa is Episode's manager, at least for the past years. We know she has been moving with Epixode here and there, both inside of Ghana and outside of Ghana as well. This is what she wrote, and I read. It says, Mudie, Chiminunti. I say, Mudie, Mujiminunti na many Twitter no. Makuma Hami. That was the headline. On starting, Mudie, Mujiminunti na many Twitter no.
Violence.
Violence. Yes, she started with violence, like no freedom. And she continues, everyone knows now I'm not that type to follow nonsense or pay mind to see one week trend. But times like this, I get so upset and want to understand why some people will force to create confusion and hate amongst people. In the music we do, the industry indeed has its own politics and tricks. Bottom line, it is serious business. For some of us, just like this morning, your Lazarus self woke up, they go job. Firstly, a happy birthday to the torture, Stonebwoy. God bless and keep you. Congratulations and wish you all the best on your tour. You know we love you. Also, big thank you to Alodia, who for not just this one time put us on. Same as Stone, who has over the years put us on Beam concerts. Okay, a Jimmy for Puche camp. Why will you try to create a wedge between Stone and Epixode? Because the latter is going to perform in London. When Famier and Ara DJ was put on Stone's tour with no Epixode, where was the same energy and Wasi orals? And leave section B give you, make you start brain solver. We at Epixode are working tirelessly for the show and the business. All this be part of the job. We get, but make it slow on the low IQ small. Near Otinija home and no names any session. This too shall pass. Regards. D. Now, the understanding of this particular post from Baby Dapa is simple. If you read it well, and where she gave us a puzzle to solve, I am feeling like Epixode will decide to go perform on Independence show for Alodia because when Stonebwoy was calling people to join him on his international tour, he did not consider Epixode. On his local stage, he considered him. But on his international tour, he considered Ara DJ and Famier. So Baby Dapa is asking, those who are saying, why is Epixode not coming to perform for Stonebwoy? Who are you guys when you saw flyers and Stonebwoy did not put Epixode on? You guys never said, but Stonebwoy, why didn't you put Epixode on? Why didn't you put Epixode on? Now I see Epixode going to perform for Independence and you guys are crying. I'm now making this conclusion. Is Epixode and his team, are they pained that they were not called? Are you guys also getting the same feeling? Reason Baby Dapa would write something like this. Chemo.
Do you love arts? Look no further. Tetteh Quarshie Art Market is your ultimate destination for the finest handicrafts made in Ghana. From unique designs to authentic Ghanaian artistry, we bring you the best of local craftsmanship. Find us at Tetteh Quarshie Interchange, along George Bush Highway, adjacent to Evergreen Palms and the Talo office. Need more details? Call us today at 0244631771 or 0553209514. Come, explore, and take home a piece of Ghana's creative heritage. Tetteh Quarshie Art Market. Experience art. Celebrate culture.
I feel there are some things that we can deduce from it.
Yeah.
The fact that it looks like Team Epixode is kind of disappointed that Stonebwoy did not add them to their lineup for the international tours, but they have been playing the local ones with him. Wow, Chabo, maybe you can start this. I don't know what you also think about it.
Yeah. I think it's a straightforward thing. I don't know why Baby Dapa was so angry about it, but she could have just
because the fans were labeling them as sellout artists.
Yeah. And the kind of genre that they belong to, if you are a sellout, it's not a good label. So maybe that's why she was angry like that. But this is simple. I mean, after doing so many shows with Epixode, and then if you are doing your landing tour or landing show and you not put him on.
In fact, international tour, not just landing tour.
International tour, and you are not putting. But I've not seen Stonebwoy putting other artists on apart from the landing tour. That's why I was specific about the landing one. I don't know if some of them.
The other ones he did not mention the artists, but the artists went to support, like the ones in America,
in America and other places.
And then Pope Skinny, them Sabo gone through.
Yeah. For them, they are there already. So I think that is it. But for the landing one, we know that Familia is not a landing based person. Familia is in
with
Ghana.
Ara DJ.
Exactly. So if they are on
let me also announce that Ara DJ was also on our flight this morning as well.
Oh, okay.
I've seen videos of his arrival. So
we were on the same flight.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a straightforward thing. If he will not get chance to perform on Stonebwoy show and Alodia, Akwaba UK and West Coast will invite him, why not? I mean, it's as simple as that. I mean, for somebody to call you a sellout, it's like the Epixode and his team, they forced themselves to be on the Akwaba, the independent show, just to, I mean, in a way, make a statement against Stonebwoy not inviting him. But I don't see it like that. This is a straightforward thing. Akwaba UK, Alodia Promotions and West Coast, the independent show, I think they invited him. And then he's ready. He's available to play. So why not? I mean, he can, and he's not part of what is happening. I mean, this one too is giving that vibe of the sabotage vibe. Because why should the fans even have an issue?
Giving a sabotage vibe, huh?
Yes. Because why would the fans have an issue with Epixode playing for the independent show? If we are all preaching unity, if we are all preaching that, it's okay, anybody at all can play their shows and we will be fine. If we are all preaching that, why would you have issue with Epixode playing for the independent show, performing at the independent show? We shouldn't have a problem. So for them to come out like that, for the manager to come out like that, I also have the feeling that it's not well. I think she's not happy the way the fans are coming at her and his artists, her artists. So for them, I don't think they are happy with the sellout tag. That's why she will come out strongly like that. So I get her vibe. Just that it shouldn't be like that. And this is a straightforward thing. The independent show organizers are inviting them. They are available. So why? Because they have some way or somehow they have affiliation with Stonebwoy, they can't play for Aquaba UK or the independent show. It shouldn't be like that. So for me, I think we should allow them to function. I mean, they should do what they know how to do best. If they have been invited to play on the day or they have been invited to perform on the day, it is within their right to do that. And I think it is all part of the game, and they will be okay. So for me, I think they shouldn't. I mean, the after writing this, I don't think Baby Dapa or the
Team Epixode.
Team Epixode should worry about this. They should just ignore whatever is going on and do their thing. I think they will be good. Yeah.
All right. Let me move on to Roland. I know Roland also has some kind of good relationship with Team Epixode. He has been supporting them in diverse ways. And Ro, are you feeling your people are hurt in a way?
Well, even if they are, I'm sure they also should understand the business aspect of it. That is why even in voicing out their displeasure, Baby Dapa would want to make sense out of it by attaching the business conversation in her presentation. Because yes, you may not be happy that yes, Stonebwoy perhaps did not call you or did not invite you to his international tour and stuff. But you should also be able to understand the other conversations that goes after the invitation. You understand? Mostly it is not about inviting you, but it is about the other conversations attached to the invite, of which you may not be privy to whatever the conversation is between them and the other artists they invited this time. You understand?
Okay.
Ebimpo ana guni visa. Na afi ni ekope visa amount. It may come down to at whose cost. The other conversations in terms of flights, transportations on ground, hospitality, accommodation and stuff, these are all parts of these are few of a major conversation that's supposed to be after like the invite. You get it? So yes, as much as maybe Team Epixode may not feel cool about the fact that okay, this is our brother who has invited us locally for most of his shows or most of his events, at least we were expecting him to have thrown some form of invitation to us, maybe on that level. But then I know that but then she also wants to paint the picture of, we also understand, but this is a fine opportunity for them to voice out that displeasure in a very professional way, and that is what Baby Dapa did. If out of vacuum they had come to express this particular displeasure when Epixode had not been built for the other show yet, people would have questioned the intention behind it. But now they have good reason. This one is a double-edged sword. Second, you try left, you try right. Allah, double silencer. Because when they are they were just waiting for the opportunity to let people understand that more will say I'm praying. So it's not say obisu corner why yes we are calling am phobia. More be am complaining. And that is a fine way of saying that in a way that nobody can feel peeved about it. If you want to feel if you want to verse on this matter, then you need to also question yourself on why then the conversation we need to have it properly on why they were not invited, looking at the relationship between them. But then let's also not forget that Team Epixode is not performing, per my understanding, is not performing on the independent show to spite Team Stonebwoy. Never. Because they also have a very good relationship with Alodia and his people.
At least I can say that for some time I think Epixode was struggling with acquiring visa to London. I think it was Alodia who made it possible after several attempts. So definitely you would want to show love to such a person who has done a thing like this for you.
Exactly. And like Baby Dapa said, it is business as usual. Aside the show, aside the online bromance and stuff, it all comes back to the fact that we want money in our pocket. And any opportunity that may present itself for us to get something meaningful to ourselves, or maybe build a certain good relationship, why not? We should be able to take advantage of it. And it is not as if, okay, Epixode was called by Team Stonebwoy to say we want you on our show, and he said he's not available. Then the next moment, you see him on the other side. Maybe if all the conditions were even to be equal, all the conversations were to be the same. It is not as if it is like that. So it's for me, I don't see any problem with it, especially looking at the fact that, Charlie, this thing that we are doing, it is not only about the shoe. There is a business attached to it. The business may come as a direct monetary form that you can take right now, or it may be you building a certain form of relationship or continuing some good bond you have with somebody to get something better in the future. And that is what Epixode and these people are doing. So those who are calling them sellouts and labeling them as such, I believe it is ignorance. It is sheer ignorance, and I don't want to believe that this conversation also is coming from the other side. Like, and when I say the other side, I don't mean the fans, like from headquarters. Because just like the sabotage story, it was started by fanatics, then now we are hearing it from headquarters. Me, I'll be very surprised that this issue will reach headquarters. If this matter reach headquarters, then I'm sure the Supreme Court self will refer it to the Hague. Yes, if this matter reach headquarters, this one.
The records are hinging.
I tell you, somebody like me will be very surprised because I don't see the big deal in this particular issue. He's an artist and he's a businessman. He's doing everything to build up his company, and so we should allow him.
Well, once again, I said I just arrived here in London, so let's try to exhaust all the topics in London. So yesterday, I think even before we would arrive here in London, we saw a post from Shatta Wale announcing his yet-to-be-staged concert here in London. On his flyer, details were not, as in full details or fine details were not given. We were only told to watch out for London concerts, and that is also something that we want to look at. And the good thing is that so many conversations around it. Two of them I would want us to talk about them. Those who are Instagram fanatics, they were yesterday overjoyed. They were overexcited because according to them, Vybz Kartel had commented on Shatta Wale's show. And that was an endorsement. And to them, that means that, if Vybz Kartel has given the fire emoji to Shatta's London announcement, then it means if conversations can even go well, Shatta is likely to have a Vybz Kartel bless his show in London as well. Now, Vybz Kartel can travel. He has his business and everything. And all the travel ban on him has been lifted. So he's in fact, he even left London not too long ago. So fans are talking about that. That is point number one. Now, point number two is that when I got to London and I spoke with some of the organizers, they said that, hey, just the post from Shatta alone has started giving them pressure in the sense that many are calling them to open tickets. And today they are even scared that, hey, if this announcement had come earlier, it was likely going to even affect this show because some people go, it's a very bad 2 months, but then Mommy saved me pounds can cry now because another the bigger thing. So they're saying calls are coming on them. I spoke with Alodi as a matter of fact, I won't hide it. And Alodi tells me, Charlie, from yesterday, the way calls are coming, people have started ordering tickets, people are calling for numbers, they want this, they want that. And then, hey, just one announcement with even no details. Well, I don't know what the euphoria has also been among the Ghanaian fans, especially after Shatta's announcement. And maybe, Ru, you can start this because you are with them. You follow most of them. After the announcement from Shatta, what are they saying?
Well, anything Shatta, we all know the kind of response that will come out of it. And when it happens to be Shatta performance or Shatta announcing to headline for the people in Ghana or for the fans in Ghana, most of them are excited. because when it comes to one artist that looks as if as I know they are going through there, I did near the nako shape him near ya kidnapping in the nako. So and that has been their icon. So anytime there's an announcement of a show outside the shores of Ghana, trust the fans to be overly excited. And so far when you go online, the SM fans there, it is jubilation for them. It is jubilation for them. I don't know, like there's something about SM fans that looks as if say no who said ne yonko SM fan be any opportunity even with the Kena. Or no wa no ben and impono. As on no excitement, no so change on any opportunity no. And that is the kind of feeling that people are exhibiting here in Ghana. Yes, majority of them may not get the chance to be in London to go and watch him live perform. But the kind of excitement that they are exhibiting, even with the fact that Shatta is going to perform in London, yes, it may not be the first time. Even from last year to this year, he's been there. His last major performance was at the Ghana Music Awards UK. His last major performance was at the Ghana Music Awards UK. But in terms of headlining his own concert, for the past few years, this would be a recent one or a maiden one in the last maybe 4 or 5 years or so, or 7 years, if I should put it. So it is a big deal. It is a big deal for them, and they will tell you this is how we like it in this town. And to some of them, it also breeds the feeling of bragging rights. When in a jurisdiction, so many people have made certain statements about Shatta and his performances outside. And of course, on the political arena, this is also some form of bragging right for them. It's like, let's show them how it is done kind of situation. Let's show them how it is done like in the compound house, you mean? And that is the feeling. So when it comes to the euphoria, it comes in different forms. Of course, the people that are excited that Shatta has announced that he's going to perform like in London, of which some people will experience him. And another section has to do with the political side that will go like, let's show them how it is done. And the last part would be the normal SM feeling that, yes, the moment somebody gets the opportunity to be with the king, to the whole fraternity, it is an excitement for them. It is an excitement for them. That is why if somebody does something about Shatta Wale.
What do you also say about Vybz Kartel's reaction to the post?
Well, it's part of the excitement. It's part of the excitement. Now, dear, Vybz Kartel, we have to go and beg him for some people. If you ask me, we have to go and beg him for some people because
some people think Vybz Kartel is an agenda boy too much. Vybz Kartel, they like agenda.
I said that was his main calling, but the music was bringing more money, so he had to switch and go and do the music. I said, "No agenda boy, no music. Sika wumche agenda. Need to switch to music, no." Because when you look at his bromance with Shatta, I mean, the feeling is mutual, and I believe or I feel the same way Shatta loves Vybz Kartel. It is the same way Vybz Kartel like is exhibiting towards Shatta Wale, because when he was nominated for Grammys and is it Afrima? No, Mobo. Yeah. Shatta posted him. Like he posted him on his page, on his stories. He came to comment, retweet and stuff. And it's the same thing he's doing with Shatta Wale. Even from the Freedom Street concert. Yes, he posted all the artists that came to perform on his show. But after that, like universal performance or general posting, after that general posting, the following week until now, one person that has been very consistent on his page, even with his music, using them as reels and as background songs onto his post, has been Shatta Wale. Yes, and it is a fact. It is on his page, and everybody can see. So the feeling between Shatta Wale and Vybz Kartel, it's a natural mistake. It's a natural mistake.
It's mutual.
It's mutual. And it is stronger than appetite. Looks like one wakes up and thinks about the other. So it is something that they both do out of their heart, and it's beautiful, and it is part of the excitement. As to whether he will come and perform like at that particular event there, you and I know that the story or the conversation is bigger than just coming to comment or tweet or talk about it, and it is what it is.
Well, it is possible. When it comes to Shatta and Gaza Nation or Shatta Movement and Gaza Nation, everything is possible. So we are waiting for that time. You guys should watch out for it. Now, let me go on to Chemo. Chemo, SM fans, Vybz Kartel reacting to Shatta's concert in London and matters arising. What do you also say?
Yeah, I think it's a big deal. Vybz Kartel, in a way, also promoting Shatta's announcement, even not the details, not the show, is a big deal. And again, based on what Shatta has done not long ago, going to Jamaica, performing so in a way that people loved him there, I think this time around we will see the real effect when this show comes on. The Jamaican population in UK will represent for sure. And again, Vybz Kartel, even at this time, just the announcement, retweeting, or in a way also promoting it, will still give that push. So for me, I think this is a big deal. No matter the angle that you are looking at it, it is a big deal. And this is the thing. I mean, now people will see the effect of Shatta's performance all the way in Jamaica. When this particular show happens, people will see that thing again. And again, this time around, I think even the Shatta numbers will even surprise people. The numbers that will pull up will surprise people for sure. And by all means, the O2 Arena conversation will start again. That this is the time for Shatta to do something. Yeah, for me, I think SM fans, they are happy. So far, so good for them. I was about to say every month, but no, every day they have something to share. They have something to talk about when it comes to Shatta Wale, when it comes to the movement. I think this time around they are really enjoying. The SM fans are really enjoying. They are always now they are part of the winning side. They are always they have something to push. They have something to talk about. They have the bragging right now. And so far so good. I think they will brag for a very long time. So people
I know, right?
So the other side, they are not happy, but I mean SM fans and those who love music in general, I think they are enjoying this. And even if you take music out, the conversation in the industry, the music entertainment industry in general, I think it's an exciting thing happening. It's an exciting thing, and people are happy. People like even the content creators. They have something to talk about every day. So this is a good thing. And Shatta, I think the post is also strategic. It is also just to shake what is happening, to shake the system for people to talk, and it's working. I mean, so far so good. And the way that even the organizers of the show are also saying that yes, just the announcement alone without details is shaking things, is pushing, and yes, and again that one too should tell you that where Shatta is, the level that Shatta is a different thing altogether. Whether you like it or not, he's here to stay. You better get comfortable and get used to it, because he's not going anywhere and he will be on your face no matter what. So yeah, big ups to Shatta, and happy whatever that you want to say to SM fans. I think they are enjoying themselves like that.
Yeah. I think earlier today I published an editorial on my arrival in London, and the acceptance, the energy, the way they have accepted that particular video tells me that the London energy. But let me say this, as much as it is not part of our main topic. Let me say this. Who has paid Ashamodi to start hyping Shatta Wale's show this end? Because crucial time. Stonebwoy is in his last days, and they say
Yeah.
last days are always dangerous. That we are expecting more energy from someone like Aisha Bodi, aka She Loves Stonebwoy.
Yeah.
But she started putting energy on Shatta's show, posting flyers, thinking she's spoiling it. Hey,
Yeah.
someone has made mention of a program. He's not even put out details. You
Details.
post
Yes.
flyers and you start talking as if you want to spoil it. Oh, thanks for the promotion.
Yeah.
In fact, she started it. It is the same
Yeah.
thing Stonebwoy did for Shatta Wale when he was going to Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Man thought he was coming to spoil it, not knowing he was coming to even fuel it the more. And I
Yeah.
don't know whether you guys know about who has paid Asha Body to add to the promo
Yeah,
DM.
I even thought that she has stopped going or doing such banters, only for me to realize that she's back again. And well, but I'm not really surprised. I think for whatever reason, she was a bit low on that side when it comes to people talking about her on mainstream entertainment programs and all those things. When you compare to some time ago, I think she has gone down there, and this is the way for her to get into a conversation again. She's been doing her TikTok thing. I mean, she's fighting for space with Sexy Vida and others. But I think she wants to come back to the entertainment side, and this is her way of getting in there. As for the TikTok thing, I think she's been doing it like or yeah, huge or pushing them out, but faster, and she's ready to come back to the entertainment thing. I mean, some time ago, like we used to hear of her stories. Her helping people, her pushing people in our mainstream entertainment news and discussions. But it is not like that this time around.
Okay.
And this is a way, for me, I think this is a way to get in there again. Because when she talks like this, people will start asking her questions, start inviting her to the mainstream entertainment shows and discussions. She's been out of that space for a while now. So I think it's a way of coming in. And again, as you said, she's just helping Shatta Wale to promote a show without even getting the details out as we talk now. Yeah.
Well, Ro, do you want to say something about this?
Yeah. Ghana's finest industry helper for Aisha Money there. Yeah.
Enabler.
Yeah.
Enabler.
Yeah. No, she's not an enabler. She's a helper. She has helped everybody in this industry. Yes, that one there, you can't take it away from Aisha Modi. For whatever she's doing there, well, the least said about it, the better, because everybody knows that, okay, it is one of the ways to revamp her relevance in the space, and she needs it. She needs it. There are just few people that you can have this conversation about and be relevant, and Shatta is the catalyst here. And of course, if she wants that form of relevance, yes, TikTok for them, they were real more way. But mainstream incoming, there's only one name that she can use as bait, of which even most of the videos that she's been reacting to, these are old videos, old conversations that are coming out. But then it is what it is. Like Chemo said, maybe she wants back her seat that she left off in recent times, and that is what she's doing. For the results and how it is going to turn out there, she's not new to this thing. She's not new to it. Even with Stonebwoy, who she says she connects with, she's had the same thing with Stonebwoy before. Yeah. So it is not so surprising. It is just that now people have moved or have grown past some of these things, and of course, the moment you begin to do it, it is either they are ready to go on that same tangent with you, or they would want to leave and concentrate on some other thing. That is what I believe. So it is just time that will tell on how far she will be able to go with this tangent. It is just time that will tell. Else, I don't see the big deal here.
Anyways, guys, thank you. So far, so very good. I'm just settling in. You know how it feels like when you move from the heat to the cold. You need to
Yeah.
give yourself some hours to settle in. I think I entered and today it was about. Today the weather has been good. Though earlier it was about 12 degrees. Later it got better, some sun a little bit, and it is looking good against tomorrow's show. So definitely we have some good things coming up. So in the coming days, okay, it is 14 degrees at the moment.
Okay.
So definitely if you compare our 30 something something to 14, then you should know that I'm a strong guy, not wearing pullovers and everything.
You
Yeah.
before macho.
Yeah.
Yeah, before me
Yeah.
macho, I want it to
A chihuahua.
Charlie, but it's good. In the coming days, I know we'll be hitting town and we'll be bringing some reports to you guys, some editorials. We'll be speaking to some people as well.
Sharp.
As part of my stay here, I also want to do some appearances for Shatta Movement and our activities lined up for the year. So yeah, it is going to be good, and I want to say thank you guys for holding forth. We'll be doing this. We'll be communicating some more.
Yep.
So special thanks to you once again, in Team Dodu, Solomon Chemo, Roland Amate, to man like Sam Tuga, as well as Theophilus Digos. Now, and you know, say I friend is in desert.
I won't trust everybody.
Almost heat too. Almost lights out to binti heat. I don't know.
Like the light of a
Almost
Oh, be lie.
All be lie.
All be lie.
All be lie.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much. We'll sure be linking up again some other time. This has been Showbiz Daily. That is the international version.
Greetings from abroad.
Sharp.
The international version of. Oh, let me also say shout out to Shatta Wale. For allowing me this space to come here to do this. Obviously, many were shocked when they saw me at the airport.
Yeah.
Is Shatta coming? Is Shatta
Yeah.
coming? Shatta is not coming, but Shatta will be coming at another time. So big up to Shatta for making this happen, and to the entire Shatta Movement family as well as Sammy Flex TV. Guys, we continue this tomorrow. We're out of here. Bye.
Bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.